Hey everyone, welcome to the lesson 3 of module 1. The lesson is You Are Not Your Emotions. What is this? In this lesson, we are going to learn to dissociate emotions from us. Most of us, we keep saying, like, I'm angry, I'm upset, I'm sad, like, I'm Gayatri, I am this one, I am that one. See, now unconsciously, we are identifying ourselves as the emotions. It is like we are embracing that and we are becoming that. I am becoming that anger. I am becoming that sadness. I am becoming that frustration. When you embrace that and become that emotion, what happens is your body, the cells start absorbing that energy and resonates into the same energy. And without you knowing it, it will reflect in your body language everywhere where you go, and you cannot hide it at all. So people get triggered when they see you full of anger, and slowly your true self starts um, disappearing, and you become that new self which is full of negativity unconsciously. We don't want to have that. So one of the most liberating truth I can say is you are not your emotions. If you can remember this, that you are not your emotions, pause this video, go to the comment box and write, I am not my emotions. Take a moment, pause, and write, I am not my emotions. Thank you so much for listening to and writing that I am not my emotions. So you experience emotions, but you are the consciousness that feel them, not the emotion itself. So you are the body and the mind, but the emotion is something that you feel. You are feeling it. It's felt in the body, and it is not becoming your body. So when I'm saying I'm angry, my identity is merging with the anger, and I am becoming anger. I am becoming that anger. That is, am I lighting the light, or am I lighting the fire, or am I becoming the fire? So I be the fire or become the fire has to, no, it is both are different and it has two meanings. If I be the fire, then I help other people to rise up. And if I want to light a lamp, then I will use a mastic to light the lamp. I will not become the fire to light the lamp. That is how when we go into the negative emotions and you create the word, that is the meaning of you becoming that emotions, automatically your body is getting poisoned, the cortisol is secreted, and you are ending up with a lot of psychosomatic diseases. So when we start saying, I am feeling angry, I am feeling sad, I am feeling frustrated, now you are creating space between you and your feeling. One small shift in the way that we talk can create a big result in our life. The moment we say, I am feeling sad, I am feeling angry, I am feeling frustrated, there you give an option to your brain to convey a meaning to your body that you can shift that feeling and you can release it. If you become that, you cannot release it, and it goes and settle down inside the cells, creating dissociation between them. And when there is a dissociation, energy doesn't pass through that. When energy doesn't pass through that, there cannot be life inside that place where there is no energy. Automatically, diseases starts coming in, that destruction of cells or infection, everything that is coming only because energy is not passing through the cells of that body in that place. When the cells are not allowing the energy to pass, when it has become some negative emotion. When it is feeling, it is not becoming. So we have to remember. So that space is where healing happens, when we say we are feeling and we are releasing. Because now instead of being trapped inside the emotion, you can observe it, you can breathe through it, and you can learn from it. So every emotion is just an energy passing through a message trying to show you something about your inner world. So this inner world is nothing but the meaning that we have created about everything, and with that meaning we experience certain emotions. Once you decode this message, the emotion is no longer need to stay there and it releases. The moment you acknowledge and understand the message, that is what is the message that emotion has come to give you, and if you have known that, then it releases and it completes the cycle. If you can't understand the meaning, then it will stay until you want to know the meaning, and until it resolves, you will not be able to release the emotion. That is why that emotions which are stored in our body becomes toxins to create all the psychosomatic diseases. And every time similar things happens, this triggers and it kicks off certain diseases like migraines, like hormonal imbalance, even diabetes, BP, all diseases which cannot have any medical background or the reason, proper reason for everyone. Then they are only coming from the mind body dissociation of getting that negative energy, negative emotion trapped inside your body. So now in this journey, this is the place where the beginning of emotional detoxing starts. So it is not by forcing the emotions away, like not to feel or not to be numb and not to understand the emotions, but letting them to move through our body freely, naturally, and peacefully getting out of it. It is like allowing that water flow inside our body and getting it released. That is how we are going to go about the journey of emotional detox. So now before we move to the next module, let's take a quick quiet minutes to reflect on. So what emotions do I feel most often? So take a moment to close your eyes and reflect on what emotion I feel most often and what meanings might be creating those emotions. What is the meaning that might be creating those emotions? How might those meanings be lies I have been believing? So, if you can reflect on how much true it is, the meaning that you gave, is it 100% true, or is there any possibility of it becoming a lie? And what new messages could set me free, whether it is true or false outside? If I want to get freedom, I have to release these emotions. So, what meaning, new meaning that I can give to myself can set me free from this emotional entanglement? So, all these 4 questions I have given as a resources in this video, below this video, and write these down in your journal. Once you start writing, you will start seeing the patterns, and these patterns are your emotional maps. So with that emotional maps, you can easily decode the meaning, and once you decode the meaning, it automatically releases, because that's how the energy is getting grounded and dissociated. So after this module, please go and journal what are all the questions asked, and record your experience in the comment section also. So what did you feel after understanding this emotional pattern, emotional map, and in this chapter, whatever you learned as you are not your emotions, what's your takeaway? Please go and record in the comment section.